Yo, what is up everyone? It's me back at it again, another video for you guys today. And today, turn on the power. It's go time, baby. Let's have a look at the teams. This is our team. Let's look at their friendship rank, which is not very high. And by that I mean I have everyone bar this Trunks here at least 2. Which is to be expected in all honesty because of specific reasons. But anyways, I'd say we get straight into it. I'm gonna put on the key resource speed. So I'd say we get straight into it. Our first match being this 4/5 stage right in front of us. A fairly easy stage, only reason being is because this 5/5 stage is actually fairly easy. Actually, now I'm looking at it. And this is a no-go. You want to avoid this here at all costs. But yeah, no, I'm going to go with this 5/5 stage because it is a bit easier. So yeah, let's get into it. So you know what, I'm going to leave it at this here. Because there is, although I would say just put on the 1 purple. But since this is the beginning, I want to test it out as much as I can. So yeah, I say we get straight into it. Alright, so let's see, Boo Tanks, obviously you need to get him out of the way, and I just realised something, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so anyways, Boo Tanks. Then I suggest getting rid of Fidel, these two, Gohan, the Majin Vegeta. Let's see how well this does, it's probably going to go downhill very quickly. But anyways, I'm coming out of that fight. Alright, fair enough, full kill. Probably didn't avoid Boo Tanks super, but full kill nonetheless. I can guarantee you he hit him. But let's get into it anyways. Next fight being this 5/5 stage right here. And not this one. Which, to be fair, either or doesn't really matter too much. You either are going to get massive debuffs and a new unit, so in other words, a massive kit. Or you'll be going up against GT with him. And I'm having a look at these here, and I think these here is probably like the easier one, just slightly. So, yeah, anyways, let's get into it. So this is the way I'm going to be doing this here. Since there are reds and there's no purples, it doesn't make sense to have any yellows in. And no one's near a super attack as of yet, so this is probably the better option to do it with. So I say we get straight into it. Okay, let's see here, the formation. Since most of my units are primarily blast-based, I would want to try to get rid of 17 as quickly as I could. Quickly as I can. But I think I might leave it to the end, so I'd say get rid of GT Goku here first. Then get rid of Pan. Then Baby Rildo Trunks 17. I'd say this is probably the better option. But I don't know 100%, so anyways, let's get into it. Coming out of that fight, this Trunks is obviously going to tank so much. He's only rank 1, so it's expected. But we got the full kill nonetheless, which I say is pretty solid. So I said we move on anyways. Alright, let's see our next fight obviously being this 3/5 stage against a Frieza Force team. Alright, so this is going to be fun. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is going to be the way I'm going to be doing this here. Do I care about this Trunks if he dies or not? Not in the slightest, because he's a bit of an ill liability. So I said we get straight into it. Okay, let's see here. The way I'm going to do this here. I know he's a defense unit. He's a support. And I think he is as well, so I'd suggest getting rid of these two first. Then get rid of Raspberry, Dodoria, Zarbon, then Monorail, I think is his name. So I say we go for this here. Coming out of that fight, he actually lived. Oh wow, I'm actually surprised. And we got the full kill, so that's pretty good. But yeah, no, the other units are tanking a wee bit, but we're actually doing fairly decent. So anyways, our next fight is going to be either this 5/5, which is an absolute no-go. No. Absolutely avoid this fight. If you go for this fight, you're either 1 a masochist or 2 an absolute moron. So we're going for this 3/5 stage, which is literally the easiest thing in the game. That's probably like the hardest in the game. This is the easiest in the game. So let's move on. Okay, so this is going to be the way I'm going to be doing this here. I don't know whether or not any of my units can actually heal. So having this Gohan here is a bit of a redundance. But if there is a character who heals, well then that's pretty good. So anyways, let's say we move on. Okay, so let's see. Get rid of Gohan first. Always do that. Unless you're confident, which I'm not, do Beerus. But Beerus, then we get rid of Piccolo, Whis, Bulma, Charlotte. Let's get into it. Coming out of that fight, pretty solid. To be fair, it's an easy enough team, and we have maybe 4 supers on the way. Maybe full kill and everything, so that's pretty good. I say we move on. Next fight being either this Five Fist, which I don't really recommend, it's just full sparking, or this Four Fist, which I also don't really recommend, but it's probably a lot easier because of tiles probably being a wee bit better. But anyways, let's move on. Okay, so this is going to be a wee bit of a difficult spot because I don't have like many other characters to substitute the greens out, but this is the way I'm going to be doing this here. So I'd suggest we get straight into it. Alright, let's see here. I get rid of this Vegeta first. He is essentially a universal cover change. It doesn't matter if you're Blast or Strike. He's the one to get rid of first. Then you get rid of the supports. Then get rid of debuff Vegeta. Then, although he does have a cover change, I'd say he'd be alright enough, but I do him first, then him, and then this here. I'm just doing this here. Alternatively, you can swap him and him about. But I'm going to test this out, and if we face this stage, we know what to do next. Let's get into it. Coming out of that fight, tanking a wee bit, and we actually managed to get the full kill. Shockingly. Alright, fair enough. So I think that is a good enough rotation to be doing it, but I want to test out whether or not if you could go for him or him first. So if we face the stage, we just swap these about, but if you want to be safe, do that rotation. So anyways, let's move on. Next fight being this Free Fist stage, which is piss easy, or this one, which is just a no-go. I'm going to go with this one, because it's 10 times easier. Okay, so this is going to be the team I'm going to be rocking with here. Again, my team isn't really the best with regards to colouring for this board. But then again, it was the best I could do. My only other options were him and him, which aren't good. They aren't really good in the slightest. So this is the best I could come up with. So I said we move on after I do this here actually. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, so first up, Kaioken. Then we get rid of Namek, then Gohan, Bojack, Zanya, Frieza. This is the way I'm doing this here, because Frieza gets a special move whenever you hit him with a blast. So, go away. So this here is kind of a wee bit of a tough one here, but if you really are confident, I'd say you switch them all to Strike. And by doing that, you just press the press tab on the character, pressing the blast icon, then switches to Strike. That's all I'm saying. This is doing it the way I am, so I say we get into it. I know that's fairly decent enough. We avoided Frieza's super from what I'm aware of because everyone's still alive. And we got the full kill, which is pretty good. Then again, this fight is easy enough. But we have at least 2 supers on the way, so that's pretty good. Alright, next fight being this Free Fist stage. And it's against Ultra Super Vegito. Oh boy. A wee bit of a difficult spot here, but it's the only fight we're gonna have to. It's the only fight we can go to because it's a healing tile, and we don't want that. So I said we get straight into it, even though we might die. I'm gonna say, you know, this is gonna be the way I'm doing this here. I'm gonna put Gohan off because it is primarily red, and you don't want that. So that's the only reason. I said we get straight into it. Okay, let's see here. Oh boy, since this is a very, very difficult spot because we have 2 very recent units. I'd suggest you go for them first. I suggest you go for them first. Then I'd suggest getting rid of Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. Actually, no, get rid of him. Get Goku first because he has a massive buff against hybrids. I forgot about that. He's massive buff against hybrids, which is our team. So get rid of him immediately, nearly. Then Saiyaman 1, 2, Tapion, then Broly. Since Broly is a very early unit, you can go from last. His kit is shit. That's all I'm saying. I said we get straight into it. Coming out of that fight, Gohan and Trunks are dead. Didn't get the full kill. I mean, it was halfly to expected. I'm not surprised. So, I don't know what way to do that. And plus, Trunks is my board-wide buff, so I'm surprised that he's dead and he's not. In all honesty, I'm quite shocked. But anyways, let's move on. Next fight being either this Free Fist stage, which is something we haven't done, or this one. I'm going to go with this one. Okay, this is going to be a way I'm going to be doing this here. To be fair, I've already got nothing else to explain. It's literally just, here's team, let's get into the fight. Because I don't really have much else to explain because my other two characters are dead. And if we die, I don't care. Because you're going to have to die at least some point in the game. So let's move on. Okay, so let's see. Gohan, give her the Beerus, Piccolo, Whis, Bulma, Shallot. The way we did it last time, I said we get straight into that fight. Trunks is finally dead, Jesus Christ. But we got 2 million off that, which is actually not half bad. We got the full kill, so I said we move on anyways. Next fight being this Free Fist stage or this one. This one we've already done. But with the lack of units, I think... You know, fuck it, I'm just going to go with this one. Okay, so this is why I'm doing this here. Because reasons. I said we move on anyways. Okay, let's see here. Do the same way we did it last time. We're probably dead here, but it's to be expected. Get rid of him, him. I did say I was just going to try to test it out, which, you know what, fuck it, I'll do. So I said we move on. Coming out of that fight. How are we alive? No, I'm not even going to complain here. Let's move on. With just go to here. Doesn't really matter at all. We're dead anyways. Still a bit sad. And that was on our 10 twin streak bonus as well. For fuck's sake. You bastards. You robbed me. God damn it. Alright, anyways, we're back anyways. Let's move on to this one again. And Goten is near dead. Fuck yeah. Same thing with the Trunks. God damn it. Well, shit, okay, fair enough, I guess. Probably should have kept the Gohan on, but that's my fault. But it's fair enough. Let's move on anyways. Next fight being not this one, but this one. We've already faced this team, so you know it's going to be a good one. This is the way we do this here, actually, wait. Alright, boom, there you go. Now this is the way we do this here, actually, wait. Now this is the way we do this here. Because now Gohan and Trunks are going to get buffed with damage, so that's all I have to say. I say we move on anyways. Okay, let's see here. Do the same formation we did last time, if I remember what it is. I think it was Pan, Baby, Rildo, Trunks 17. Okay, you know, that's what it was. Alright, let's move on. Coming out of that fight. Pretty solid, 1.9 million, full kill and everything. Everyone's still looking pretty good. I say we move on. Alright, let's see our next fight. Either Free Fist stage, which we could do. 5 Fist. No. Free Fist. A bit more manageable, but... I mean... fairly easy teams there, I say. Yeah, no, you don't want to end up here. You might want to end up there. Not there. To be fair, you could do there. And to be fair, there's actually some half decent fights over there. Anyway, I'm gonna go this way. Might be a bit of a detriment, but I'm gonna go this way. You know, that's why I'm gonna be doing this here. I would put this Purple Gohan on, but only reason I'm not is because there's no greens. and there is half in decent yellows, so that's why I have this Goten on. I don't have this Gohan on, but I still have him because obviously I don't want to swap him out for him, but because of Frieza. So there's that. Let's move on. This is probably going to be a detriment, but I'd say we should try to do this anyway, so get rid of this Frieza first. Then I'd suggest getting rid of Broly, Gogeta, then leave the EXs to last, this Vegeta, then Frieza and Broly. I said we do this here. So yeah, let's go into it. Coming out of that fight, Trunks is near dead, both of them. But we got the full kill nonetheless, so I said we move on. If now, just in case you weren't following me and you wanted to do this fight, I'd suggest you get rid of the support first, then get rid of Orlin, Ramon, whoever the he is, Shisami, and then Rowberry. Only reason being is because Rowberry is the tank. So you'd rather go for him last, and if you need a rush, it's better to rush him. That's all I'm saying. Then if you were to go to here, which would be advisable, so, but I'd go with this. Actually, wait, no, wait, hold on, wait. I forget. This. This is the way I think I usually do it. If it isn't, you can correct me. And if you somehow remember the way I did it before, I say you do that. And then you would want to end up on this fight right here, which you do Champa, Rosie, Kakunsa, then the dog last. That's the way I would do it. But for me, I'm going to go with Beerus and Whis and Gohan. Okay, so this is going to be the way I'm going to be doing this right here. I would put the Trunks off because he's not getting buffs, but he's the highest Q resource speed. And he's near dead. We have no healer. So it's better we just do this here. Okay, so let's see. Get rid of Gohan, then Beerus, then Piccolo, then Whis, then Bulma, then Charlotte. The way we do this is this way, so let's get into the fight. And coming out of that one, still doing pretty good. 2 million actually, holy shit. Alright, fair enough. And now for a win streak bonus for the 5th time, we have this fight here, which is probably why I accidentally went to this way. Because I didn't honestly think I was going to get this here as the 5th win streak, but let's get into it. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be the way I'm doing this here. I'm going to see if I can try to keep this Trunks alive, but also build up his gauge. So yeah, let's say we get into it. Okay, just the usual way. We've done this 3 times already. Twice, actually. This is the 3rd time. So let's get into it. Coming out of that fight, nice near 3 million. And, I mean, half our units are near dead. Let's go on tanking it like a beast. He hasn't been hit once. We got full kill, so I say we move on. We have either now this fight, which we're well familiar with, or this one, which is maybe a wee bit problematic, but it's still doable because there's no yellows. But there are reds and they're half decent. But if we go to here, we have this option, which is just no. This option, which is yes. Or this option, which is I also yes. Or we could go with this here. And still have this here and this here. So, to be fair, I don't know. It's probably best that we go with the stage we're familiar with. Well, to be fair, familiar with both of them. But, you know what, I think this one's actually a bit easier. Hold on, let me have yeah, no, this one's a bit easier. Let's go with this one. Okay, so this is going to be why I'm going to be doing this here. I have taken off that other Gohan for Goten. Only reason being is just in case we do get absolutely bombarded with the reds, it's better if I just do this here. So let's get into it. You know what? Do that and then do this here. Alright, there we go. Now we got it. Okay, so let's see here. Get rid of Pycon first. And then I suggest getting rid of Zamasu because of our multiple greens. And plus Pycon has his blue card, he's a blue card generator. Then I suggest going for Omega, then Super Saiyan 4, and then EX is at the end. Doesn't matter which one you go for. But I'm going to do it this way. You could do it Omega then Goku, but I'm going to do it this way. Let's get into it. Coming out of that fight, all of our units are dead. Didn't even get the full kill. Zamasu probably killed them all. Knowing him, he probably did kill them all. No, well, that's fair enough, I guess. Shit. We still got 2 million points, which is not half bad, actually. So let's move on. Next fight. You know, you go to this one. Let's see. Oh, no, with that. Oh, we already had that fight. But that's only if we go for this one. We go for this one, which is no. We have this one, which is no. This one, which is good. Or this one. But I'm going to do this here, see how far we get into this fight. Alright, just do the usual formation, and let's go. And we're dead, okay, fair enough. We killed Gohan at least, that's fair enough. Alright, so this is the last time we can die. If we die any more times, we're screwed. That's all I'm saying. If we die once more, we can't get the 300cc. So, let's try our best. Then again, hybrid, although to be fair, I was banking on like Saiyans or something to be winning for the poll last time, but... You know, it is what it is, so I'd say we move on. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. Half decent. Gohan is near dead again, but we got 2.6 million, which is actually not half bad, considering how points we have, but still. Alright, let's see, this one. We've already dealt with this here. This is easy enough, from what I'm aware of. Let's get into it. Okay, so this is going to be the way I'm doing this here. I've taken off this Trunks only because I need a bit of key restore speed for boot tanks. But anyways, I said we move on. We're probably still going to get hit regardless, but let's just hope it's on a green unit. Okay, so let's see. Boot tanks first, obviously. Then we get rid of Videl, the 2 purples, Gohan and Vegeta. It's pretty self-explanatory, so I said we move on anyways. And come on, out of that fight. That Gohan is really on the urge of death, and boot tanks probably did have a super. But I think it was on this Gohan. Because if it was on this Gohan, we would have been dead. But let's move on. Alright, next fight. Either this free fist, which is fairly decent enough, or this 4 fist, which I'm not really going to bank on anything. So I'm going to go for the free fist, which we're semi-familiar with. Okay, so this is the way I'm going to be doing this here. This is more of a defensive, and I mean heavily defensive, lineup here. And I've taken off this Gohan because there is like a red there which is launch, and she can do a wee bit of decent damage. So I'd say we just move on from there. Hopefully this Gohan can stay alive, for fuck's sake. Okay, let's see here. We get rid of 21 first, then we get rid of Piccolo. Then we get rid of Yamcha. Launch, Roshi, and Gohan. Since there's no endurance in this game, we can go for Gohan easy enough. We can just deal with him. Let's move on. Come on, that fight. Alright, no, we successfully did our plan, which is pretty good. We got the full kill and all, so I'd say it's a half success. I said we move on. This Gohan really took a beating from Gohan. So yeah, let's go. Alright, let's see it. Next fight. This 4-5 stage. I'm not going to be bothered. This 5-5 stage, and you know we're going to go for that. Yeah, no, let's go for the Beerus and Weiss. Okay, so I'm going to keep with this here. Again, I'm really, really hoping that we can live. And you know what, I might just do this here. Again, my God almighty. No, I'm going to put him there. I'm putting him there. I'm really hoping this Red Gohan can live. I'm really, really hoping he can. So yeah, let's move on. Okay, let's see. Gohan, Beerus, Piccolo, Whis, Bulma, Charlotte. Let's go. Coming out of that fight, Gohan's dead. Near 3 million though. Bulma survives. Piss. I know what, that's alright. It's okay. We still have 2 of our units. We're still okay for the time being. We have 2 of our units. And everyone else is at least near half HP, and we have 2 supers on the way, so that's pretty good. Let's move on. Alright, let's see our next fight. Hold on, let's see. Just for a reminder, if you do manage to get up here, I suggest going for this stage. Try to get to this stage if you can. If not, then I suggest you get to this stage. This 4-5 stage here, or this 5-5 stage, is probably your best option to go for. So, I'd say, let's see here. Either we can go for this one, which I already saw, or we go with this one, which is easy. Or this one. Absolutely not. You can go fucking kill yourself. I said we go for Beerus again. Okay, so this is going to be the way I'm going to be doing this here. I don't know why I said it like that, but who cares. Am I fairly confident we're going to get rid of going to get rid of Beerus and Gohan in the first turn? No. Let's just not do that. So I'm going to go with Gohan, and we're just going to do this here. Let's get into it. Gohan, Beerus, Piccolo, Whis, Bulma, Shout. Obviously the best formation for this here team. So I say we move on. Alright, coming out of that fight. Oh, pretty good. 2.8 million, full kill and everything. I say we just move her on. Because we're doing so good. I said that we're going to get eviscerated, so we are. But we have 2 supers, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's see our next fight. If I have this free fist. Okay, enough. This free fist. We have well aware of this here. Or this 4 fist. You know what, to be fair, we could actually do this here. Although a wee bit on the shittier side. A wee bit compared to this free fist. But if we go over here, we have... No. But if we go over this here, we have this free fist, which we are familiar with. I mean, to be fair, you can go for this here. I probably would go for this here, but since my units are near dead, I want to try to live as best I can. I'm going to go with this here. Just to put myself in the safer end of things. So yeah, let's move on. I know, to be fair, shockingly enough, this is the way I'm going to be doing this here. Yeah, because it's already half decent enough as it is. But anyways, I say we move on. Alright, let's see here. Usual fight formation. This Goku, this Pan, this Baby, this Rildo, this Trunks, and this 17. We have no blues, but we do have a purple. 17 will be a massive detriment to this team. Or to Gohan. But I don't care at the moment. But anyways, I say we move on. Coming out of that fight, Gohan, Goten, oh god, not Gohan. Well, I mean, yeah, he's below half HP, but still, Goten's here dead. Okay, so this is okay, we're okay. Full kill and all, so that's pretty good. Let's move on to the same exact fight here. So let's see, if we go for this here, then we have this one, no. This one is a bit more manageable, but I don't know. Or this free fist. No! You know what, I'm gonna go with this one. So yeah, no, this is going to be the rest of path. If you want to try and follow me as best you can, I'd say go for this one. If you're going to go over here, go for this one. This 5 fist here. Then not that 5 fist. That 4 fist maybe. Yeah, no, go for the 4 fist. Right here. So, you know, no, end up with Boo. Try your best to end with Boo. Okay, so yeah, no, go for this 5 fist, this 4 fist, this 4 fist, and Boo at the end. That's your way you want to do this here. Just do that wee strip path there. So yeah, let's move on to this fight. Okay, see, it's going to be the way I'm going to be doing this here. I have a feeling that Goten is going to be dead. And if he does... Yeah, it's going to be bad. I don't think I'm going to get the 300cc. But if we do somehow manage to get the 3cc, I will take it. Nonetheless, but this season I don't think we will get it. If you do somehow manage to get it, I say you slap it down in the comments for the crack of it. Let's move on. Okay, let's see here. The usual formation. Get rid of Goku, Pan, Baby, Rildo, Trunks, 17. Let's see how well we do for our final fight. And coming out of that one, Goten and Trunks is dead. Oh, shit. We got the full kill regardless, but I don't think we're going to be doing this here. I don't think we're going to be doing this season. I think this is the first season that failed. I know, to be fair, it's expected, to be honest. Well, you know, near 50 million, you gotta be joking. Near 50 million, but that's regardless. I'm gonna get myself sorted for this here, just for my inevitable death. Alright, so there you go, there's my team there. Okay, so I'm hoping we probably won't live this here. I mean, we haven't really got much else here because this is just a no-go. And this one is also a no-go. But anyways, let's see where we ended up. If I can press buttons correctly with my massive sausage fingers. Okay, so 78 million is the highest at the moment. Where do we end up at? I'm guessing like top 1.5 or something. Nope, I was being way too generous. 2.7. No, to be honest, I'll take it nonetheless. Again, this is off a team to where I had no one other than maybe one or two characters in Friendship Rank 5. So, to be fair, I call this a half decent success. So, hope you did enjoy. Smash the like, and I shall see you on the next one.